holds is back in this motherfucker. MCA's back once again, you know what I'm saying? Just like last year, we told the...
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos.
Ready up. 47. Check, 47. I'm trying to collect. Now.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 18 carries, 90 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Leonard Fournette. And some space here. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. From the gun, it's Osweiler. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Osweiler. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 11 yards there, first down. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall, Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the end, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Flacco looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's got room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Flacco. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Ready.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He'll have a first down past the 40. Open man is Holmes. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Operating off play action. Flacco. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get that one to Jake Butt, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Here's Booker on the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Flacco will take to the air again, and he's got Booker. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
To throw is Osweiler. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Osweiler. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the 2nd half.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Booker, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man, he finds Sanders. A 3rd down gain of 19.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Now on 2nd and 13. Flacco, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the draw, it's Booker. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And McManus able to put it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on 2nd and 6, Osweiler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Check, 47. I know Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He'll let this go for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
60 Pittsburgh. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Again, Osweiler. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Ready? 15, 1. 15, 1. Let's go, let's go. Now.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Flacco now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun. Flacco, his throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Once more, it's Flacco. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Booker on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 12, Flacco. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
A 62-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet.
On the run, it's Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch time. Tight end, weak grip.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Osweiler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Oh, Osweiler going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Holmes has got it complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Jacksonville...
Yeah, the nigga holds us back in this motherfucker. MCA's back once again, you know what I'm saying? Just like last year, we told the